Assault and batteries, but my trunk stay ever ready. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready.
Alright, this video is going to be an in-depth look at my classic superstars. I've never really done one where I go through these one by one and just give a little backstory towards it. So I'll start at the front, but yeah, I guess get ready for a longer video. So this is the door and then just whatever is above there, and we'll make ourselves go counterclockwise and see how this goes. First is the Iron Sheik Classic Superstars, me and Legend Killer. I remember, I want to say 2010, our first Comic-Con. I remember we brought probably at least 10. I mean, we met 10 guys that day, I remember. It was crazy. I remember a full gym bag just full of figures. So that's how I got that one. This Ted DiBiase, I never actually met him. I remember getting it off High Spots. If it was a decent price, I remember I would just pick those up. Terry Funk was during WrestleMania. I want to say WrestleMania 31. Very nice guy. I remember it was just cool to meet like a hardcore legend like that. And one of those things, I haven't really seen him at a signing since that one time. These two I'll talk about together. It was the first ROH show that Legend Killer and I went to. I want to say in like 2010. Maybe, yeah, around summer 2010. The first day they were... what was it? I think it was like Bret Hart on the first day and Ric Flair on the second day. And it was our first ROH show, my first time meeting Ric Flair, and my first time meeting Bret Hart. So it was just amazing, you know, getting this signed, and you know, it was just a great day altogether. That was one of the first day in the life videos also. This 3-pack signed by Edge, Big Show, and John Cena, I ended up getting off WWE auctions. And that was a great spot to get classic superstars that were signed and rare. Axe and Smash from Demolition. This is from the same day that we went to the Comic-Con. Again, it's like, you know, we were in that phase where it's like we wanted to get every single guy signed. Virgil, that was from the same day as well, and I've told this story where I got hustled. He signed the back of it and charged me pretty much for 1.5 autographs. So, not the best luck by me. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, again from the same Comic-Con 2010. I'm telling you, you'll hear a lot from that day because we met a lot of guys. But again, he was one of the nicer guys I think that I've ever met, talking about how WWE would never put him in the Hall of Fame, and then all these years later got inducted. And I remember that day, this figure was the most anticipated for me to get. He was one of the bigger names we met. I got, I think, 3 or 4 things signed by him. And at that time, I was so new to getting autographs, I didn't know how common it really was to get a Kevin Nash. But meeting him for the first time and getting this signed, it's a pretty big deal. Chris Jericho, this was one of those music signings I think he did for Fozzy. And actually, this figure's so old, and because my room is like the light's there, it's shining directly on this figure. So it's actually, I just noticed now, it's actually starting to come off a bit. So there's a Chris Jericho. I might have to even get that re-signed. We'll never know. And then this was from one of the indie shows we went to Tatanka. And at this stage, Legend Killer and I were big on getting guys to do promo videos for our channel. And he made a big deal about it, saying you have to go through his agent, and he pretty much wanted money for it. So, whatever. So it's okay. Dusty Rhodes. This one was one of the first WrestleMania 27. Him and Goldust were signing Sunday. And I remember, like, I didn't care if I met anyone. Those two were the ones I needed to meet. So as soon as I heard they were in the back corner, I ran, like legit ran all the way over there. And I remember that line got cut off, so I was luckily close to the front when it came to that. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, another one. He was actually standing beside Tatanka when I asked for that promo video. And his one thing I'll give him, the autograph is very nice. But again, because the sun is kind of in the way, it's starting to fade a bit. And then on the bottom, George the Animal Steel. I'm pretty sure I met him during WrestleMania 29. But honestly, a lot of these guys, like, I forget when I met them. I'd have to go back and just look when and where it really was. And then we'll start at the top. Road Warrior Animal. This was WrestleMania 27. The day after Mania, so it was the Monday. He had his book signing at a Barnes & Noble. Sergeant Slaughter. This was the first autograph I got at a WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 27, first day, I think it was a Friday, and I was meeting Triple H, but I met him before I met Triple H. Hollywood Hogan, and this is from the first time I met Hulk Hogan. And I was telling my friend about this story. Like, I would have dreams about meeting Hulk Hogan. That's how crazy it was. So for me to actually be in front of him and get this figure and along with a couple others signed, it was pretty surreal. And the fact that he put Hollywood Hogan for life instead of the Hulk Hogan just adds that much more just amazingness to this. 1-2-3 Kid, X-Pac. I met him the same day as meeting Hogan. They had a big convention about 2 hours from here. So I remember getting a couple figures signed that day. And then from the Goldust story earlier, this is the Shattered Dreams exclusive. You don't see these around too much, so I'm pretty sure this is worth something, but signed and everything. This 3-pack was one of those things, I want to get it signed by all three. I've had a chance to meet Shawn Michaels a few times, but this figure is so big, so it's hard to kind of lug it around. So I've only been able to get Bret Hart to sign it for now. So maybe one day those two will get completed. Kamala, that's from the same day as the 2010 signing. And then Chief J Strongbow, I think this was, honestly I don't even remember when I met him, but I remember when he died right after WrestleMania 28. Sad news getting off the plane. We got Greg the Hammer Valentine. Again, I honestly don't even remember when I met him, but figures in the corner. Shawn Michaels from, I want to say the first time. I know it's the first time because it was the Series 1 Classic Superstars, and I knew how rare this figure was. So getting it signed was priority number one. So whenever the first time I met Shawn Michaels that was WrestleMania 29 with him and Bret Hart. And we got another Hulk Hogan Canada exclusive. And then this one, the Outsiders 2-pack. I've met Kevin Nash a few times. I think I met him at least 4 times at this point. So one of those times is when I got that signed. And the first time, I met Scott Hall. We got that. Got a Mean Gene Okerlund from WrestleMania 29. Bruno Sammartino from WrestleMania 29. He was a very nice guy, I remember. Him and Mean Gene, both, that whole convention they did, WrestleCon or whatever, in New York. It's a very good thing. Even these guys, I think it was the same place. So I think all 3 of these I got WrestleMania 29 weekend. We got the Dynamite Kid. That is from High Spots. They had a very limited edition thing by him. Roddy Piper, 1 of 1800. This one is one of my more favorite figures just because I remember meeting him, and after I was done, I was just so shook about how amazingly nice this guy really was. If you watch the video back, you can just see the biggest smile on my face after meeting him. We got Ultimate Warrior. This one, I got him to put Always Believe, and this is from WrestleMania 29 as well. One and only time I met him. Pretty sure I got 3 autographs, 1 8x10 and then 2 figures. Another WrestleMania 29 figure, Rob Van Dam, always cool. And then Razor Ramon. This is one of the first Classic Superstars I actually had in my collection. It was this one, the DX 2-pack, and then a Mr. Perfect. So it was cool to get that signed. And then Vader. I think this was during, honestly I don't even remember. I think it was during WrestleMania 30. I remember he was doing a Legends House. Actually, honestly, I don't remember. I'm just talking shit. I don't know where I got this like. Cactus Jack. This one was January 2015, I believe. Just before WrestleMania 30. I remember he was doing a comedy show. That's when I got that signed. Along with the Dude Love. Both together. Randy Orton. Still, I've met Cowboy Bob. I just didn't have this figure at the time. I got this at WrestleMania 30. And this one is thanks to Steve when I met Goldberg at WrestleMania 34. Got this signed by him. Or sorry, not WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 30. Actually, yeah, that's crazy. I had it for so long. Jerry the King Lawler, one of the nicest autographs in all of wrestling. This is one of my favorites. 2-pack from WrestleMania 14. Signed by Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold. Both were during WrestleMania 34 weekend. And then this is one I got signed by Mankind also during WrestleMania 34 weekend. Now with AEW doing their StarCast, you can meet legends like, all 3 of these actually I've got at StarCast. Barry Windham, Arn Anderson, and got the glare there, and Taz. And then we come to SummerSlam from last year. I got Natalia there, and then she put Rest in Peace Anvil. And she was, I think I told the story where she hadn't seen this figure in so long. So she took a picture of that. And then a lot of people call this one of the holy grails of my collection, the Triple H and Stephanie 2-pack. And then again, more, this figure is from StarCast, Dean Malenko. And then Jerry Lawler and Andy Kaufman. I'm pretty sure this was from StarCast as well. Yeah, I met him and JR together. And then Buff Bagwell. This is from WrestleMania 32. And then another one, Tully Blanchard. This one I actually bought off eBay. I think it was like $50. And then same with the Rikishi. And then this one I actually just picked up a few days ago, which is actually why I started making this video. I saw a lot of people doing their collections. I added this one, Hillbilly Jim, one of 5,000. And yeah, just one of those Facebook Marketplace pickups, and I think I only spent $60 on this. So I don't know if the guy didn't know that this is rare, ultra rare. It's going for over $300 unsigned. So up here, this is the last row. Jimmy Snuka. This is from WrestleMania 29. Again, part of... If you guys were at WrestleMania 29, you know how many people were signing. So there were so many guys that I met at that time, including Cowboy Bob Orton. It was just a room just full of guys, and it was any collector's dream, especially if you had figures to get signed. This one, again, WrestleMania 29, I got signed. Both of these guys finished it, and again, one of the more rare figures I have in my collection. In my opinion, the holy grail of any, 1 of 100 Undertaker. I remember packing this thing, layers and layers of what do you call that thing? Bubble wrap. Made sure this doesn't get smashed. And this was from Hogan was signing here for the first time, so wherever he is, Jimmy Hart's going to be there. So I got that there. Bobby the Brain Heenan, glad I met him, even though he was in rough shape. This was during WrestleMania 28. I met him twice, after WrestleMania 28 and then also 31. So I got that there. Lex Luger during WrestleMania 28 as well. And then Sabu, I believe, was during WrestleMania 32. And then Rey Mysterio was when I met him during WrestleMania 28. Nope, not 28. I don't know when I met him, I think. Oh, this is when he came to Toronto, actually. He was in Santino's gym. And that's when I got this signed by him. And then Jake the Snake Roberts and Matt Hardy, both during WrestleMania 28 weekend. And I remember I met him. He was actually unadvertised for Saturday or Friday. He was supposed to be on one of the days, and he came the wrong day, and I asked him if he's going to be there the next day, and he's like, oh, I'm not sure, whatever. You want to meet me or not? I'm like, all right, never mind. And he was there the day after. And then another one of those rare gems in my collection, the Montreal Screwjob 2-pack, signed by Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, which I got on the same day, and then Earl Hebner, which was actually the same weekend. So I think it was like the day after. He was also at that crazy signing at WrestleMania 29 WrestleCon. And then Jim Ross, another WrestleMania 29 signing. He was doing the stadium signing at the team store. Jeff Hardy, this is, again, another WrestleMania... this was WrestleMania 31. I remember this is one of my most liked picture on Instagram. Me and the Hardy Boys between two ladders. Ken Shamrock, another one from WrestleMania 31. Paul Bearer, this is actually, Danny actually sold me this. It's an old name, haven't heard it in a while. And then we got the Nasty Boys, which I don't even know which WrestleMania I met them at, but I don't even remember meeting them. I think I just put it in front of them, like, yeah, just sign it, it's fine. And that's it. So now, as you can see, like, there's no more room at the top because I have all this stuff. Oh, oops, forgot this one. DX 2-pack. First one I got completed, and I was like, yeah, let's just throw it in a frame. So we got a big framed DX 2-pack there. So yeah, there's no more room at the top, and now I'm just pretty much making my way down to the ground. So these are all there, and then I honestly, after those few spots, I think I have room for maybe 4 more. Once those are done, I think maybe Daniel Bryan will have to go, and we'll just start going down from there. But yeah, that's it. That's the collection video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.